Anne from Tinsel Tine, and I'm here interviewing Floyd Marshall, actor, filmmaker, producer, screenwriter, and the founder of the first annual Philadelphia Independent Film Awards, which will take place right here at International House, Philadelphia on Sunday, May 22nd. So Floyd, I understand that you started these awards because you wanted to give recognition to filmmakers whose films may not have made the festival circuit. Some of them may have made it, but just didn't get that kind of recognition that they were hoping for or that it deserves. And I'm assuming the majority of them have probably only been seen by very small audiences. But I'd love for you to elaborate on your passion for getting these the film awards off the ground.
Well, as an independent filmmaker, it's very difficult sometimes, as you said, to get your work seen. So what I wanted to do with the award show was to bring, a diverse body of filmmakers together so they could actually celebrate all of the hard work that goes into actually making an independent film. After your film goes to the festival, it may languish, on your bookshelf, or it may not be seen ever again. And you have some filmmakers that make phenomenal films, and they may not have the resources to get in touch with someone that can take their film to the next level. And that's something that we're looking to do with the award show. We're actually going to be periscoping it worldwide, which is actually...
Now, in terms of the submissions, if the film had done well in a festival and received some awards and things like that, were they disqualified?
No, they weren't. We basically wanted independent filmmakers to submit their work and, perhaps be seen by people that had never seen their work before, because we actually have a few of the nominated films that, were up for other awards and other film festivals. Some of these films did win Best Picture, but it may have won Best Picture in one part of the country and not necessarily here. You might have some films that might have won awards international, but not stateside. So although they're award-winning films, you still have, lots of people.
And I understand you got like over 200 submissions.
Yes, we did.
And so how did you wade through, all that? What was the process?
Well, I didn't wade through anything. I didn't wade through anything. We had a very diverse panel of judges. And what we did when we initially formed the award show, making up the panel, we said that we would get judges from every aspect of filmmaking. So we had Grammy Award-winning scorers. Yes, we did. We had award-winning screenwriters. We had award-winning filmmakers, directors, cinematographers, documentary makers, award-winning documentaries, people who made documentary films. These were our judges.
And then I know you also had two partners in this.
Yes.
Angelique Marshall, who's no relation to you.
She's my play sister from another mother, play sister.
And an actor, Kenyon Smith.
Yeah, Keon.
Keon
Smith, yes.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Keon Smith, yes.
Yes.
So what did each of them bring to the table? Like, how did you guys sort of divvy up the work, the duties?
Well, Angelique has been with me from the very beginning, since I actually formed my company, which is called Tinsel Films. She was actually the director on my first film, and basically she's been directing all my films and me ever since. And sometimes it feels like I have two wives and some of them. Oh my gosh.
That could be interesting.
Keon actually was in my first film.
That's compromise.
Prisoner.
Prisoner.
Yes, Keon Smith was in my first film entitled Prisoner. He was also in Compromised. He was also in my stage play, The Rebuttal. So and actually I met Keon on a film, Still Bittersweet. And that we shot that at Lincoln University.
You were acting in it?
I was an actor.
Okay.
And that's where I first met Keon. Wow, that was 2008.
Oh, all right. So you two have been collaborating for a long time.
We've known each other for a long time. And the reason that I brought him on was they know what they're doing, and they're not afraid to tell me if I'm not doing something right.
Honestly.
I had to. Well, you know what? Even if I didn't have that type of policy, Angelique was going to tell me regardless.
You need that in your
Yes,
camp, though.
yes,
you need
yes.
People
And
who are going to
yes.
tell you like it is.
Yes, and they both tell me like it is, and they're both very hard workers, and they're both very smart workers. So they really enhance. When people see the end product on the 22nd of May, they'll understand what I'm
I
talking
know
about.
that you've worked with two guys that I know, two phenomenal actors that are like local celebs, Nakia Dillard
Oh, yes.
and Brian Anthony Wilson.
Yes, yes.
By any chance, are they going to be presenters on the 22nd?
Well, Nakia will not be a presenter because Nakia is one of the nominees for the Leonard Hurd Community Service Award.
Ah.
And the Leonard Hurd Community Service Award is an award which will be given to an actor, director, whatever, who goes above and beyond in the
Transition from
community.
being an actor,
Yes.
right? And then I can imagine, especially for African Americans, it's not easy to find those roles. It never is.
No.
But what do you think kind of gave you the confidence to feel like you could, write and produce and, become a filmmaker to get on the other side of things?
Well, back in 2007, I was at the American Black Film Festival in Los Angeles, and I took a class, Bill Duke, Actors Boot Camp.
Nice.
And Bill Duke said, if you want to be in a film, then make one. Did you hear that? If you want to be in a film, then make one. As opposed to sitting around waiting for someone to put you in a film. Pick up a camera and go make a film. I've never gone to school for it.
Okay.
I'm basically self-taught. I've never taken a screenwriting course.
No?
Never. I just basically went online and downloaded Celtics for free and started writing. And I
Where did your first term, Prisoner, like where did the ideas come from?
my first film actually came from, I love you, Tracy, from an argument that I had with my wife. And basically, when I got back from LA, I told her that I was starting my own film company. And she said, well, why would anyone give you any money? I wouldn't give you any money. No one knows you.
Oh, that's supportive.
Well, you know what? And I'm sitting there like, Mom.
She was keeping it real.
But you know what? As I've gone further in this business and I see how hard it is, especially with other people's money, she was absolutely right. And she wasn't trying to be hurtful or vindictive. She was basically asking me the question. You want to be a filmmaker, no one knows you. Who do you think's going to write you a check?
And you didn't have the credentials behind
Right.
it.
And it's even and we see this all the time. Even for people with credentials, look how hard it was for Spike Lee to make a film. And this guy, and you're talking about credentials, come on.
Yeah.
And he had to go to Kickstarter and raise his own money. And you have so many prominent filmmakers, black and white, that can't get money from Hollywood to make a film. So she just asked me a question, who's going to give you money? So of course, me being so I went and wrote a script based on that conversation. Right? Don't nobody know you. Don't nobody. But it was a little more raw than that. But at the end of the movie, he basically ends up leaving her because he was saying, you don't have to believe in me because I believe in myself enough. And see, that's what a lot of filmmakers, writers, anyone for that matter, you have to believe enough in yourself. It really doesn't matter if someone else doesn't believe in you because at the end of the day, it's you making things happen for yourself. So you have.
Well, and then you're encouraging like filmmakers and the community of Philly filmmakers to come. It is open to the public, but it's mostly going to be sort of a networking evening for those in the industry.
Well, it's kind of open. The tickets are $40,
Okay.
which you can purchase on Eventbrite, Philadelphia Independent Film Awards. But you have to come in network. You have to. It's going to be set up. If you've ever watched the Academy Awards, that's basically where we're going to set it up. That's how it's going to be. So we have our editor basically putting all of the different clips of the best picture, best cinematographer, putting all of those together. So when we get to a certain category, it's going to come up on the screen like best picture, and we're going to have all the films. I saw. He sent me an example of what he was doing, and I emailed it to everybody. And I was like, "Oh my God!" And I'm sitting there, and I'm at my computer, and I'm watching this, and I'm saying to myself, "Wow, I'm really doing this. This looks. If you're not doing anything, May 22nd, 6 o'clock, come down, have an awesome time. We're going to be giving away free swag bags with some great surprises because 2 lucky people are walking away with mink wraps, free, courtesy of Zinman Furs. We're going to also be giving away 4 Croton watches. So, and what else? We're going to have...
and your host?
Oh, yes, my host, Teray Gordon, that I forgot to mention. Teray Gordon of Def Comedy Jam. Yes, and along with Alice Wills, phenomenal actress, and Jenny Still. She's coming all the way from England.
I can't believe that.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes, she contacted me on Twitter. She's like, it's just phenomenal what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? How did you hear about me?
Yeah, how did you?
Twitter. She says she follows me. You know, she's following what I'm doing.
Yeah, I love
And
social media.
yeah, and she's an abuse advocate. You know, for abused women. She does a lot of work with young women. She actually just co-authored a book. I think Letters to Self, Letters to Her Young Self, which was absolutely phenomenal. She's also on Still Got It Radio, which is awesome. So, it's going to be a great night. You can come out, drink some free wine and hors d'oeuvres. All of this for $40. You
Can't beat it.
And
Great
it's black
night,
tie.
Philly.
And you get to dress up. You get to dress up, click on the red carpet. So it's going to be a nice time.
So come and join us. Sunday, May 22nd, 2016, International House. All right. Good?
Thank you. That was fun.